There it is. Good morning. Just rushed back to the computer after dropping kids off. And we're bouncing off of a couple levels here on ES. But it's tariff day. So, good morning, Boba. I'm going to have to restart some stuff here too. That's all right. I'm in no rush today. The tariffs are a little concerning for everyone, so I'm expecting kind of some risk off craziness today. Ooh, that's a nice little pump. I'm missing all this because I tried to restart NinjaTrader. Definitely some buyers. Why are you sending me ads to forge my destiny in some game? I'm trying to forge my destiny with the charts. Okay, I'm back in business. Nice little pump on ES. Let's see. This is what I was looking at, just kind of glancing. We made a nice move pre-market. Came right down to where we had this Fireline and Magic level here, 56.10. We were looking at that area today too, around 56.12. So that all makes sense. It's a good little opening scalp here. Right back up to the IP and VWAP area. Let's see what it does next. So I mentioned in the Discord, of course, it's tariff day. It's the big day. This is what all the markets have been trying to price in, is this crazy drop. So, well, with this crazy drop. That announcement's not till 4 though, so what do we do till then? Well, Trump's not speaking until 4. But I don't usually try to catch these like opening moves. Every once in a while I'll see one that just makes a ton of sense and is really clear. This was, well, also I wasn't sitting at the computer, but it's not really one of them. We do have VIX coming down. I'm going to move over to the chart that has the VIX on it. This is what I'm looking at on the other screen now that I'm all connected. That was that little cross. That's right at open. We got that cross. This chart's not right. Right up into that 50 level. That's what I was looking for the other day. It was basically to go from 12 up to 50, which we did, but ooh, more pumping. Quite the move. 40-point opening candles. 10 minutes, they moved it 40 points. 40 ES points. How many points was that on NAS? Almost 200. All right, all right. And we'd marked this level out the other day because it was a big, important support that we had gotten through. So we're kind of right back there. That makes sense. These levels, when we break a major level like that and then don't get the full follow through, we tend to just kind of magnet back up to them. So here we are. I wish I'd gotten in on that 40-point move, but what I've noticed is, and I've tried to outsmart these opening candles. I've tried. And this is a 2 minute, so it looks extra dramatic. But what I've noticed is even if I can get like the right sense of this, the likeliness of me executing it properly when everything's moving that quickly is just not great. So I'm sure there's plenty of traders that can make money in there, but it's not the easy trade that I like to go for. All right, so we hit 52, or was that 53? Do it like this. Lazy mode. 53.50. It's where we actually hit. Okay. That's just a little intraday level. Nasdaq's pretty strong today. All right, so there, I guess, is our opening drive. I've got a buddy who will take these opening drives and just put a fib on them. This is a weird fib. Let me put it on a normal. And then there's his levels. So go short into these and then rebuy when it slows down. Doesn't always work, but okay. Opening drive and then slows right back down. That doesn't surprise me. It's kind of thinking we're going to be choppy today. I'll get my official vote in on the Discord. I always think if I am like the first to vote on there that y'all are just going to say what I say. It's trying to push back through. Ooh, that's some strength. We've got some strength. I'm going to take this off of here because it's not playing out. This is kind of the fib, but it's just got a gnarly old wick on it. We are at the Fireline's IP for yes. So I'm really watching to see if we're going to start getting a roll here. I was trying to rotate down. I made a better video, by the way, about the Mo roll, this tool that I have down here. And it's going to come out on Saturday. But I also, on my website, on the Mo roll page, it's got the information that the video has in it. It's all typed out. Of course, I like being able to present it too, so I did it that way. All right, still trying to push through this IP. So we've got the ES at the IP and the NASDAQ at the UVL. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Let's see, do I want to mess with anything today? We still have VIX coming down. It kind of made this little, well, sometimes I can think of them as kind of little breaths catching their breath for a sec. Let's see if it makes another push here. It's kind of looking like everything's still trying to push. Yeah, there's questions in the... Oh. The question on the data, yeah. So if you don't pay for any data on TradingView, it will have a delay. You don't have to pay for TradingView data if you have it somewhere else. It's one of the cool things. You can connect your data, whether it's at Interactive Brokers or prop firm or something. Oh man, what are we doing, market? Just hanging around the 50 level, chopping now, huh? I'm watching. You better give me a little setup here at some point. The kind of warning sign that we have for longs here too is the tick is not coming up. Oh yeah, there's Anna. I wasn't sure if you were listening on here too. So the data through TradingView is pretty, I mean, it's not expensive or anything. It's pretty reasonable. But yeah, if you have data elsewhere, you can connect your data. I don't know if I have a quick explanation for that, but it should be where you're in the area where you sign up for data, you can connect to other data streams as well. I know people who do that. They don't want to spend the extra $20 a month, so they'll connect to their brokerage data. I pay for the convenience personally, but sometimes I think that's $20 I don't need to be spending. You know what it is though? It's because TradingView's always they'll kind of take these little features away that we've been paying for. This is really minor, but I noticed the other day, so I have this little thing at the top of the little ticker at the top of my chart, and I don't have the indexes on there, but if you do try to put the indexes on there, they just took that away. No warning. They just took away the feature where you could show the indexes on those little tickers. But, you know, they probably thought it was somebody might be getting a free quote off of somebody's YouTube stream. Yeah, okay, guys. Never mind what I'm paying for it. Jesus Christ. That's why I don't offer, one of the reasons I don't offer lifetime licenses on the TradingView stuff. I don't totally trust them to be offering the same thing later, and then that makes me look bad, like I did something wrong if they're not offering something. The NinjaTrader indicators are totally different. I had to go through a background check and everything with them. You pay $16 for the data. Yeah. So some of it's cheap, yeah, but it's that futures data. But I mean, I'm paying for it. I guess I don't really pay for it at Ninja, it's included, but I pay for it at Interactive Brokers, and they'll rebate your commissions up to a point. So I usually end up getting all my commissions rebated, if you spend that on commissions, they'll rebate the data. You know what I found out recently, and I didn't know this. I want to go after somebody technically. Uh, in Texas, it is illegal to charge people the credit card processing fee, which I've always just thought was shitty because I've run businesses and I've always eaten those fees. Like that's part of your overhead. And I've got all these quacks trying to charge me, the kids' stuff is $600 a month. Oh, but you're not going to pay, you don't want to do ACH and let us draft your account whenever. So you got to pay an extra 3%. I didn't know that was illegal the whole damn time. Those dudes did not have a right to be doing that. I knew it was wrong, but they shouldn't be doing that. See if it's legal in Virginia. Who knows? It may not even be legal. I didn't know that. It's not legal in Texas, so I'm going to be pushing back on that shit now. No more of that. If you buy something on my website, I have to pay a credit card processing fee. If you become a Trading Ranch member, I have to pay a credit card processing fee. Life. Should see what YouTube keeps off of the memberships. A lot of times I end up with like half. That's life. Everyone's got their hands in the bucket. Okay. I'm kind of watching on NASDAQ. We've got stuff kind of maxing out there a little bit. This is just getting choppy and slow up here. I feel like we missed like the good strong move, but I don't know if there's going to be a good move to actually have an entry on today because of the tariff nonsense, but we'll see. I get sick of I don't want to be wimping out of trading. There's always that fine line. Are we wimping out because we don't want to trade on a crazy tariff day, or are we smart? But the way I look at it is if something good sets up, I'm here. If not, just try to keep the account safe. Alrighty. Wonder if we'll kind of end up flagging up here. It's kind of looking like what it wants to do, huh? Little flaggy flag. Ugh, just ugly, ugly, ugly. So I think what I'm watching kind of develop here is both indexes are trying to kind of flag. So we can kind of look to play something here maybe. This would be such a little scalp, but so this is a 2-minute. I'm just really kind of watching this kind of flag area. Nasdaq's looking a little stronger though. It's kind of faking me out here. I don't know if Nasdaq is holding the ES up or maybe the ES just wants to drop right back down through this. It's looking kind of stronger, but I'm also real cautious of fake outs today. Just kind of filling in, well, on the 5 minute, it's a little bit cleaner. I'm kind of filling in a little bull flag here. So this is kind of the little range that we're forming to break. I didn't draw it super clean, but y'all get the idea. I'm watching to see if VIX is going to keep dropping down. So if VIX keeps moving lower and breaks that low around right where we are, 2260, we could blow out the top of this little bull flag guy that's forming here. Here we go. Do something. I'm saying here we go like it's doing something. I'm just trying to encourage it. I'm trying to encourage the market to do something. I'll kind of look on the daily here in a minute too. I'm just literally watching to see if we're going to come up and fill this bull flag up. Talking about bull flags on tariff day. Who would have thought? U.S. issues new Russia-related sanctions via the Treasury Department website. Well, okay. U.S. Secretary Rowland says President Trump is eyeing Chinese ownership of 350,000 acres of American farmland. That is kind of weird. All I've heard is that little fact, too. The little factoid that China has been buying up farmland. Not why. Because they've been buying up crap loads of Texas, too. But I think it's kind of hard to put some of this stuff in perspective. So King Ranch down in South Texas, which I've been there. I had a horse from there. King Ranch is bigger than Rhode Island. Like the actual ranch is bigger than the entire state. That's the kind of stuff that China's trying to buy up in Texas right now. Not just Texas. I just see more of the Texas news, but Wall Street Journal confirms Bestnet's message that today tariffs could go down and are not likely to go up. Whether Trump agrees with this assessment, however, remains to be seen. And Tesla had car delivery news. Come on. There we go. Is it doing the little flaggy deal? Do the little flaggy thing. Do it. Here we go. It's moving. Breaky, breaky, breaky. Breaky, breaky, breaky. All right, let's see if we get up and get 65. I'm watching the 65 level for the first. Hang on. This is not right. I'm missing a magic level. Something is not right. That's okay. I'm looking at the 65 level. I do have this one here. This guy here that you can see. There's supposed to be one down here. Okay. There's the 65. So we'll see if we end up getting 75 up here. What do I have at 75? I had something there. Oh, it's got this wick. Is what I was looking. Those are below 75 though. But that kind of area. Here we go. Bull flag is breaking. Man, that was hard. Come on. Push, push, push. I'm just trailing a little small trade here. I'm sized down today because the tariffs have me nervous. Ugh. This is a good little flag break. I gotta eat my snack. I'm technically just trailing. I don't know if this is gonna show up though. It probably won't. Yeah, it's frozen. There it is. I reconnected it. The little ninja chart. Nothing too exciting at this point. I took some off at the 60, at that blue level, and still have VIX coming down, so I'm just chilling in this last position, but I am going to take it off around that 75. At the 75, we also have the UVL. Ugh. I wish I'd executed this better. All right, I just hit my trailing stop, so I'm done. I was watching the BGH or break hold and go off of ES. Yeah, it was a break hold and go. I was trying to play it like a bull flag because I don't know, I'm extra nervous today just because of the tariff situation. But so normally the break you would have bought up here. I was trying to look at this like a bull flag. Let me make this chart big. The way I was looking at this is like I've got this little bull flag guy forming here. And so this was risky, which is why I was sized down and I'm like annoyed right now. But so we've got this little bull flag guy forming here. I was trying to buy near the bottom of the bull flag, even though it could have just like dropped out and immediately stopped me out. So I didn't have a really good stop on that. But that's the way I played that one. I don't know. I wasn't real smooth with it. Well, straddles and break, hold, and go are they can kind of be the same thing. You can be setting up for a straddle and then have it turn into a break, hold, and go. Oh, okay, I got a little hit in. It should have been a decent hit. Like I had more than 10 points on it. I seriously executed that like shit. And that one of my old quotes, I had a list of our little t-shirt quotes. I think that was on there. Don't execute like shit. That's all right. We're also hitting the what's it called? The volume profile levels up here, the value area high. That's literally what we bounced off of. Do I have... Oh, hang on. I have all these ninja charts. It gets a little crazy over here. So this is the volume. This is my volume profile chart. So that's literally kind of level up there from the pre-market. That was the value area high. So in volume profile, this area is where 70% of the contracts have been traded by volume. But in this price level, if that makes sense, it's studying price and volume together. Whenever I share that ninja chart, I get myself messed up and then we get stuck on it and nobody tells me, you're still streaming the ninja chart. Well, I put a ninja link in the description. I need to update the links. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but whenever I have new links, I have to go like copy paste them all to my videos. So I need to do that, but I have a Ninja Trader link in there now. Good morning, Rob. Still didn't end up getting 75 out of that. That's all right. There's another level up there, the 72. I forget which one that is. That'll be one of the pre-market or close up there. I've been playing with a new script for levels. Just kind of these extra little levels that you might want to mark regularly. But I don't have the labels on them yet. But we do have one at 72.25. And it is Frenchie nap time already. Like that is just her. She's decided that that's the streaming spot. Well, her nap time spot. So this is a very different stream for little Frenchie. Anna, if I want to just practice on the demo in NT, do I need to have a prop account or can I just purchase NT? You don't have to purchase anything. You don't have to have a prop account. You can just this is what I did. I just I just signed up for a Ninja account and I didn't even fund it at first. I did fund it later. I have a link in there. I don't even know what they're giving me. They sent me that last night. I was like, hey, you've been talking about it a lot. Here, have an affiliate link. But so there's a free tier of NinjaTrader. You know what? You will need data though. So data is what you end up having to pay for. But if you get a free NinjaTrader account, you can go ahead and start using NinjaTrader. You will have to connect to data. If you have a prop firm account, you can use that data. I don't know how to use TradingView data on there. I don't think that happens. But you can definitely practice paper trading without funding the account. I actually initially started trading on Tradeovate. So NinjaTrader owns Tradeovate. So if you want to use the Tradeovate platform, you can have a Ninja account and then log on with your Ninja credentials into Tradeovate. And they have the paper account. I think so. The simulation and the playback trading, the practice trading in Tradeovate is more simple. So I think it's better for beginners. I need to do a video on the NinjaTrader one. It's really powerful because you can download all the tick data, but then that ends up taking a lot of processing speed. So you kind of know what you're doing. It's cheaper to get just data than a prop firm. But you can use delayed data too for practicing, which if you're watching me or anyone else live, like that's not going to be very fun. But if you're by yourself, then having the delayed data doesn't matter. Sometimes you just got to start with what you have. And like my setup may not even be what's best for somebody else too. You've got to play around with that. That's what I got stuck on too, because I was in one of those groups, one of the Ferrari trader groups or Lambo trader groups, and they were just always telling me like, no, you this is what you trade, this is what you traded on, this is your broker, this is your platform, and I didn't get along with that broker or that platform, and I kept thinking that I was doing something wrong, but really like that was just not a good platform for me, and I don't need to be trying to gamble trade options with 20-year-olds when there's better ideas out there. Yeah, Anna, no, I totally see your point, but you can get your own Tradeovate account, and a Tradeovate account and a Ninja account are the same. So if that's the other point I'm trying to make is if you sign up on Ninja, you can log in through Tradeovate with those credentials and vice versa. But that account, even if you don't fund it, I didn't fund mine right away. I had a $0 Ninja account for months, and just to figure out what was going on. And I did start trading in Tradeovate because I'm on a Mac too, so running Ninja is a little bit more complicated. So the Tradeovate app, I could just load up on my Mac. I could load it up on even my phone. Although me and phone trading is not a thing. It's not a good idea. So that's probably worth trying. And you don't have to have the prop firm credentials. I was just thinking if you have a prop firm anyway, you might as well use that data feed. But if you don't want to log into Tradeovate with your prop firm account, you can just literally go to Tradeovate and get your own brokerage account. It's just like getting a brokerage account anywhere else at Robinhood or Schwab or Interactive Brokers. It's an actual brokerage account. I'm watching to see if this thing's kind of looking like it wants to take off again. Just a little, almost filling out a larger flag here. So I'm watching right now. So it's kind of off the IP again, although we have this nasty wick down here. Thank you, Hunter. So Anna Hunter posted that too. So $12 Ninja data for level 1 data. If you don't know how to use level 2, don't pay for level 2. That's my opinion on that. I was paying for level 2 without knowing how to use it for a really long time. But yeah, it's kind of looking like it's trying to keep filling this out. But that's the chop scenario, right? Like even if we're chopping, it's kind of moving a little bit. We'll see. It's getting real choppy up here. Thanks, Boba. Boba's got I pay so much for data, so I'm not a very good example. I'm honestly paying too much for data. I could definitely pay less. That might be a chore that I need to go through one day and clear out extra data that I'm paying for. That's why I get annoyed with some of these prop firms. They're like, oh, you have to pay data through our data. And it's like, God, I'm paying data through 5 different places right now. What the heck? One of the problems that I've had on trying to like pare down my data is I'm trading multiple things. So I'm trading equity and I'm trading options and I'm trading futures. But if you're just trading futures, then you can cut all that other crap out and just get futures data. I did notice like TradingView seemed to have some stingy little rollout yesterday that they didn't say anything about, but is definitely there. I noticed a stingy little rollout. I don't know if the market's going to give us much. Why you got to be this way? You know, a little nostalgic for last year's trading a little bit sometimes. Yeah, I think it's a good place to get started. Just the CME data on Tradeovate or Ninja. It's just on Tradeovate. Actually, I haven't done the playback. I'm getting myself kind of ahead of myself a little bit with the playback stuff, but so if you want to go back and like replay different days, that's when Ninja Trader gets kind of complicated. But if you're just trying to trade the live or 15 minutes delayed market, it shouldn't be a big deal. I don't know what the market's trying to do here. Just getting slow and sloppy. If it ends up hanging around up here too long, then it's probably likely to just actually start retracing this candle down here. But I'm also kind of trying to watch VIX on this screen here. Watching this little move here, see if it's trying to... It doesn't make a lot of sense that VIX would move lower today, right? We got all this... Whatever's happening with tariffs, it's going to be drama. That's what we know. Says officials from Amazon, Pfizer, NASDAQ, and Target met U.S. Commerce Secretary in late February seeking reassurance over tariffs. And they were told Trump would forge ahead with transforming the economy. All right. That's not news. News. I think everyone's just trying to post something on tariffs so they can get something posted. But we don't really have anything yet. We are kind of filling in. I can get this box out of here because it's not about anything I'm thinking about right now. But now we're kind of just filling in this new range up here, right? Like we filled in kind of the bull flag, broke it. And now we're kind of filling in this new range. But it is sloppy, which is what we were expecting for today. I'll be real cautious when we start getting up closer to, well, NASDAQ has already gone over the UVL. But where was our high yesterday? We're already over the RTH highs right now. This thing might be just trying to climb. Finally got MFF sorted out. I'm sorry you're having a problem with them. But yeah, they've been real responsive with me. I didn't want to like jinx anything, but yeah, I like how, so both them and what was the other one? Take Profit Trader, like when you do their chat, are just super responsive. I have questions at Apex that I've asked a year ago that have not been answered. Oh, cool. I don't know. I mean, this thing's just trying to walk up. Which isn't totally surprising because a lot of times we kind of will see an overreaction. I was surprised we worked so much lower overnight. Like everyone knew today was coming. This is not a surprise. This has been a long time coming. So that's what I was talking about this morning with what part of the move has been priced in, because we've been working lower for a while. Okay. All right. Walk up, walking. The thing I'm looking at those, the VIX just has not even tried to, like the VIX has been in a straight downtrend. So this is not something I want to short in. But we are coming up to that spot. So like 72 to 75 is kind of that spot that I would be looking at. I'm kind of looking at where we went overnight. Because overnight broke that high from yesterday. So I wonder if we're going to go back up and retest that. That was all the way up at 95. Where's 95 on this chart? 95's at a magic level too. There's a target for today. But man, from 610 all the way up to 695, 56.95. All of tech is green right now, I think. Or all the FANG stocks. Let's see. Yeah, everything's green on Fang. All right, see if we come back down here into 56 or so and fill this back out. Oh boy. Choppy, choppy, choppy. What I'm watching for is just to see, well, I'm just looking for any structure right now. Where's my little... I can never find the drawing tool. It's always hidden. Hidden behind my rectangle. But we got this little thing kind of forming. And it's actually a like widening pennant. So that's kind of what just the basic thing that I'm looking at right now. So I was kind of looking to see if I could kind of get a buy down here again, but it's not really coming back down. All right, I bet this is where we're going to try to tag that 75. Are we going for 75? And why is that magic level not there? It's driving me crazy. I have noticed sometimes I just have to totally restart like everything. Magic. Does not help. The trading view has made me redo my magic levels like 3 times this year. There's that. Is that the missing one? No, there's supposed to be one here. Hmm. I'm still watching news too because that was kind of the theme of the day, but it might just be that we get our news late today. It's still just filling in this little thing. It's kind of setting up a level to break up here. It's kind of the area to break. This kind of looks like someone keeps hammering this thing down up here. Someone trying to de-risk around the 70 level right now. That's what it looks like. Someone's trying to de-risk. We've kind of ended up playing the heck out of this level in previous weeks, though. Did y'all remember that? It was like the 69 level and the 70 level. I marked 69 on some of the charts and 70 on some of the charts. This is someone's favorite level over here. Everything's just getting real choppy up here. I'm still watching this 75 level up here. I haven't totally marked it. There's kind of a whole zone. Old Doug told me the tariff presser is at 4. That is correct. It's at market close, 4 o'clock Eastern for Trump. It's on the calendars. They are ready to drop the bomb at 4, making us wait. But I still think that there's going to be little blurbs today. I keep seeing stuff like this. Other one was like, "Oh, we heard this in February." That's what one of these news things that came through is like, Trump told us in February. I was like, well, who gives a shit what he told you in February? They're all reaching for news. But I think everyone's just waiting. Waiting. It's kind of become a machismo like pissing contest. Everyone loves watching a good machismo contest they're not involved in, right? When are you going to get old Doug trading with us, Hunter? We need some old Doug action. I just lost my chat. Where did my chat go? I closed out of my chat. I'll get back there. Hopefully I'm not missing anything about old Doug, but yeah, we need old Doug live. Get old Doug on here. All right, here we go. It's doing that little pump. I'm still really watching that 75 level hard. I'll switch over to the fire lines chart. He's going to part-time, so he'll have more time to trade. That's perfect. I need some old Doug wisdom. Are we supposed to call him old Doug, though, or should we just call him Fabulous Doug if he's hanging around? I can talk trucks with old Doug. Geriatric Doug. I'm sure he'd love that if we call him geriatric. Everybody loves being called geriatric. Oh, we got VIX still moving down. It's still doing more walk up. So I'm just trying to pick up a few little points here up to 75. If it breaks through 75, it could keep roaring up here. I mean, VIX is really kind of coming down hard right now. So this thing could break up here again. I think Doug's got some good plays though, doesn't he? Doug will make some big ball equity plays. We like big ball plays. All right, we had crude stuff come out. That's not even really moving the market very much. There we go. I want some NVIDIA. I want some Doug tech plays. Yeah. I want some Doug tech plays. I only follow Doug in my IRA now. Doug trades are bust. Here we go, getting the pop. It's popping. We got the 75, 76 area, really. It's going. All right, if it keeps ripping up through here, that we could end up in a pretty decent walk up, really, to what I was talking about, retesting those overnight areas. I was all the way up here, like 95, and there is a magic level up there at 94.75. And that magic level's correct, by the way. I don't know why this happens sometimes. I've been trying to figure it out and I have not figured it out yet. Sometimes if I like haven't restarted my charts, I'll be missing one random level, and I'm missing one random level in here. That's happened on fire lines too before. Have you ever had that where it's just like the wrong data? It's kind of like the previous day's stuff, and you have to totally restart everything to get it to fix. I figured out a little trick in NinjaTrader when my charts are not displaying properly, because it'll happen on my indicators and other people's too, where all of a sudden like that indicator will be blank. And on that one, if I just duplicate the chart, either duplicate the tab or duplicate the window, then everything's happy again. All right, are we going to keep doing the walk up? It's kind of what it's looking like. Walk up into Trump news. But I'm just looking at I don't have a good way to show you this on this chart. I'm going to do the 15-minute. I'm looking at these wicks up here because we had this is last night, and then this is pre-market. I don't know why they're doing it this way. It's annoying. No, this is yesterday, and then this is pre-market. So the high from yesterday was retested pre-market, but that's the high that I'm looking at, is that 95. Looking like it might be time to bring out the chainsaw and go tree hunting. Yeah, we're definitely choppy today. I'm still trying to participate in this walk up a little bit. Just based off of I was on the 5-minute, just trying to buy basically this trend line down here. A lot of times I'm trying to look for a trend line break, but since the VIX is just coming down and down and down, I've just been trying to scalp buying off of this line basically. Until we got into that 70 level, now we've kind of got a horizontal level that we're breaking. I've been kind of becoming the trend line master lately. I used to be like, trend lines, who gives a shit about trend lines? Horizontal levels only. I'm not a horizontal level snob anymore. The trend lines have been working out pretty nicely. I made some mad money. I didn't brag about it. Probably should have. But then everyone was like, why didn't you share all that? But I was trying out some new stuff. I spent a few days just focusing on trend lines and did really, really well. Just one lots off of trend lines. But I'm messing with micros today. I'm doing my my bracket. But yeah, I'm gonna be having a chainsaw kind of day too. Maybe not with chainsaws, but there's no shortage of stuff that needs to be done around here right now. I'm feeling so behind on life. Which is just, it ends up being this like ultimate catch-22 when you get there too, because like there's so much to do. I don't know, maybe catch-22 isn't the right term, but it's like you can never freaking catch up. This has been a nice little pump though. I do want to point out for Firelines traders, we are bouncing right off of that UVL up there. I'm watching how NASDAQ's kind of on the top. So NASDAQ's going to be testing it from the bottom, where ES was testing the UVL from the top. Yeah, there's supposed to be a fire line right above that IP. I'll be investigating that later. But I'm pretty sure it's just I need to restart my stuff. I forgot I had a chart on 1 minute over here. This stuff just looks like absolute trash on a 1 minute. Let me show you this one. This is why I can't stand a 1 minute chart. I'll even turn this extra shit off. We'll turn off magic levels. We'll turn off fire lines. What the shit? Just back and forth and back and forth. All right. NASDAQ is still looking to hold this. They're still trying to push for this walk up, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of sellers up here. This is definitely that spot where I'd be kind of looking for a retrace now. But we got to get the VIX to chill. This stuff gets harder to trade up here, though. So now in the fire lines, you're trading, well, it's not in the abattoir, but it's a counter trend trade at this point. So you'd be looking for something to come down here and give you a long on the fire lines. Oh, there's like no other news on the day either. I've been trying to find something to potentially play here. But basically, I think that this level, the 75 level on ES, and where are we on NAS? Kind of the 600, 19600. I think it's just the kind of the slowdown spot. So this is either where it's going to reject or break out. They just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. And the VIX is trying to come down again. Oh my gosh. No shortage of text messages this morning, though. It's trying to break up. Huh. They are trying. See if they're just going to kind of do a liquidity grab up here. There's potential liquidity grab here around the 75, and then there's another one up here around 95. Yep. Trying to bring it up. Trying to bring it up. They're trying to push it. Kind of crazy, but they're trying to push it. The VIX is coming down. Trying to do the breakout. All right, let's go. Can't even get in a decent fiblet with these crazy size candles. Yeah. I think that the price action plays are going to be kind of hard today, to be honest. I think that this is a little bit of vibe trading. The trend lines are kind of playing out today. Because the other thing that I was watching earlier, this is the other one that I was watching, although I couldn't speak English about it quickly enough. We had this other trend line breakdown here on the 5-minute. So that was kind of that original one I was in. There were some other reasons I was in it too, but I was also kind of watching this trend line. And then we've been holding this one, so just buying the bottom of it has been scalpable. But they're really trying to push through the 75 level, which could be a break. But we are expecting some big crazy candles, especially off of this range. So again, like we've gone from 56.10 all the way up to 56.75 in a couple hours. 1 hour, basically. So that's a pretty strong push. That's a big push. I keep having to remind y'all that are newer to this that, I mean, a lot of days I have spent trying to play an entire ES range of 20 points. Like the entire day it moved 20 points. It's made, I think that's why a lot of us are kind of like struggling with stops and things, is it's made the risk to reward a little bit different. And so we're having to change the math a little bit because of these ranges. When you're going for 20 points, you're going to have a very different spot than when you're going for 50 points or 75 points. And they're still trying to push it, which is nuts. But I think a lot of people have been asking, well, how can the market possibly move up when we've got all of this tariff stuff? And it's like, well, the tariff stuff is not new. Like this has been going on, and the market has been trying to price in without knowing exactly what is going to happen. Just, we don't have the luxury of hindsight. Without knowing what's going to happen, the market has been trying to price in, the chaos. It's kind of become chaos anyway. That initial move down, I've talked about this before, but that initial move down that we had on the daily, that big move down, this was like the shock and awe, right? This is the shock and awe candle. Or was it one of these? No, this was the shock and awe. This was the big shock and awe candle. And this is like, oh, we'll figure this out. And then this is like, wait, this is like a little crazier than we expected. And so this was like pricing in the chaos. And so here we are just kind of consolidating inside of potentially having the chaos priced in. And that's what the market's got to decide today is whatever Trump's going to talk about later. Is it worse than 56.72 or better than 56.72? So it's not like the market didn't know this was coming. So the market has been reacting. It's been in the process of reacting to this for a while. So we will see. There's always big picture. I think it's always easy to get zoomed in a little too tight, and then you've got to remember to zoom back out for perspective, because the big picture is what you're talking about when you're talking about how can the market possibly climb any higher when there's tariff news? Well, because it's really, really, really freaking down. Because before we were talking about being below the all the election stuff, because that was kind of that was a major level, the level that we took off from when we had the election, and then we had another level we took off from at the inauguration, and those are really important levels. And then when we lost them, those are important levels to lose. So if we reclaim them, they'll come back in being important again. And at this point, we're having to kind of take into account the adjusted level since we're on new contracts. Little doggy was just trying to get my attention. Still walking up. Oh, this guy has a cool avatar. This guy that just joined. I don't want to call you out if you're trying to lurk. But Daz, you have a... I love your avatar. They're still trying to walk it up. This is the so if we have a major level, it's either going to break it or use grab liquidity. So this is the spot. ECB's Holzman says there may be a need for unconventional monetary policies to handle trade war, but hopefully central banks do it in a better equipped way. That sounds like some word speak. EU is reportedly planning emergency measures to guard the economy from US President Trump tariffs. The way these headlines come out, it's always like, I wonder what your opinion is. I was actually, like on election day, I was just curious. I was trying to watch some world news. It was hard. I mean, I couldn't find any channel that was just watchable. Not just internationally, but it was like, what news can I watch to actually see what's going on without some guy telling me exactly how they feel and what forums they read on the internet? God damn. I want the numbers, not how you feel. When did we get into caring about how everybody feels about everything? Coddle culture. This is why I get called the ice queen all the time, is because I don't participate in coddle culture. I'm trying to tell me I'm abrupt because I don't play into that. What lot side would you trade with a 50k prop account? From Cards Fan. That depends a little bit because you different prop accounts have different trailing drawdown and end of day drawdown and everything. But it'll be micros. So for me, it's usually like 4 or 5 micros because that way I can lose 5 or 6 trades badly, I guess. And I should do better than that in winning. So it should be winning the account and a lot less than that, but Boba's trading between 2 and 5 micros. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, I mean, 1 micro is pretty boring. A lot of times I'll test the water with kind of 1 micro if I just want to. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you got to get a feel for the market, and you can do it in paper too, but I'll just like throw an order out and kind of see how it reacts or like how the market digests it like early in the morning, like around open. And for that, I'll just throw out 1 micro. I have a little bracket that just goes for like $30 or something so I can move it. But most of my brackets are, well, I have 3. I have a bracket that does 3, a bracket that does 4, and a bracket that does 5. And I use those on my evals a lot, or on my props in general. Okay, here we're kind of getting the breakout. So I'm watching this level, and then we've got 95 up here. I haven't really marked it on here. I'm watching like multiple charts, and it was getting kind of messy. So I'm just going to kind of mark it up on here. We had that level. I was also kind of watching the 75 down here. So that's kind of the spots that I'm watching. This is the next major spot because it's the highs from both yesterday and pre-market. We are over... I was watching the wrong candle. This was from Monday's high. We're over Monday's high now. We haven't done a ton on the daily. I was going to switch over to the daily and show y'all what I was looking at there. I can do that while we're kind of just waiting for this walk up to play out, hopefully. I don't know. So this was like a flag that I was watching. I'd shown some of y'all. Somebody criticized my trend line drawing on this, but I was watching this guy in here, and we had broken it, and then we pulled back above, and then we definitely broke through it. Now we've kind of got a new one forming down here, right in here, and somebody can insult my trend lines again, but I like my trend lines to be tight. Instead of trying to like actually pick each wick, I'm trying to get a general sense of where the trend has been, right? So I'm going to find the spot where it has the most touches. So that's kind of what I'm looking for on the daily. And this is almost kind of a channel on this one. We still have ES walking up. So that's kind of how it would break on the upside. What'll happen, I'm always kind of watching on how this could potentially, if this moves higher, we're going to be challenging the EMA. So it'll be like a flag break slash EMA break. So that would be a powerful upside move there. But that would also be a good spot for price to kind of reject back down. Of course, with tariffs, we could fall straight out of the bottom of this right now too. But that's kind of what I was looking for on the macro. And right now you can see we're kind of testing all these highs from these other dailies. So that's kind of where we are right now. There's that 95 level. So that's definitely a good daily level. It's kind of along that bottom wick and this top wick. So we've got a good spot there for either, well, we could look at it as a liquidity grab. But you know what happens is if a bunch of people are exiting, because it's a common sense level to exit off of, and you've got people looking at rejecting down in there, that's what happens. We're kind of back at the kind of new value area on ES. Put this back over for a second. So we're running into this value area high again. It's moved up because that's what'll happen. The higher, or the more we trade up here, the more this value area will move up, since it's calculating where 70% of our trading has been. And here we are. Phone driving me crazy today. All right, watch this here, because this is where I could be trying to make a little run here. This is also where it would drop down from if it's a liquidity grab up here. Cards fan, do you have a favorite prop firm? I'm trying to get a new favorite. Right now I'm trading on, I've had Apex accounts since the beginning of prop firm time. So I still have those. I'm also trading on My Funded Futures right now. I did not love Top Step, although I have some friends that do, and they're just not for me. And then Take Profit Trader is another one. They're definitely legit. I've checked them out. It's another one that's just not my favorite, but is legit. Um, so with Take Profit, it's harder to keep a funded account. With Apex, it's decently easy to keep a funded account, but their payout stuff, it's improved, but you got to play games to get your payouts. So I'm hoping that My Funded Futures is kind of the best of both worlds, where it's not crazy hard to keep a funded account, but it also has decent payouts. But I don't have the experience there yet. I need to get there. Sorry, I was playing this little break up here too. A little irresponsibly. But I want some money. I got an expensive gig over here. This place is expensive, y'all. I'm expensive. My kids are expensive. We're all expensive. Okay, so I'm looking for the official level I have up here is 94.75 on ES, so I'm gonna go for like 93 something. Make it easy. We've got the fire lines up here. The first is kind of in that same area that I'm looking for. It has officially come out around 98. But the reason that instead of looking for 98, I'm looking for 95, besides it being a magic level, it's also the highs. So the high from... Is that the same high? Did we double top? I don't know. The high's 95.75. So I want to get out before then. Could smash right through that high, but I like the easy money. So I have links for the prop firms in the description too, because they will throw me a bone. Sometimes I get like $2, sometimes I get like $8. It depends on which one you sign up for. But it should give you the whatever the best price is, because part of the pricing game with the prop firms, of course, is all the sales and things they have. They all have sales. So should get the best price with code BullBarbie on My Funded Futures or Take Profit Trader. I have a janky ass code on Apex. I'm pretty sure Apex does not actually like me. I don't know what their problem is. What is not to love? All right, my thing got stopped out. My trailer got stopped. Mexican president says it will not impose tit for tat tariffs. That's in the news feed. Tit for tat. Mexico will gradually comply with U.S. water treaty after criticism from U.S. State Department. Official government press release, tit for tat. Alright, it's coming right back down to... I was thinking the 75 level, but didn't really get down that low, did it? Maybe it did. We're all the way up on a 5-minute here. 77, not quite down to that 95. Speaking of expensive things, they want me to buy the new release of expensive candles. Are we gonna keep walking up? I don't know. I don't want to get back in. I think I'm done. I wasn't expecting a big day or anything today, so I'm pretty good. I don't know. I think we're getting into that really choppy spell now. Well, okay, so it's 10 o'clock. We got 30 minutes until that time. The market usually likes to turn around on me. Could still get up to that 95, but I don't want to try to re-enter for it up here. I liked it when my entry was much lower. But this is still that same thing that I drew earlier. I guess I drew it on this one. This is that same thing that we're doing. So it's just like until this changes, this is what we're doing. So that this little pullback is not violating the trend that we've been on so far. It wants to go. Stop me out and wants to finish. It's trying to keep walking up. Man. Kind of crazy. This is what y'all are expecting for tariff day? I think I voted for Chop in the Discord. I voted for Chop, pretty sure. Let me go check. Where is Discord? Where is Barbie's channel? Barbie voted for Chop. We are kind of getting in there now. It's been chopping just in an upward direction. We have upwards chop. That's what it's doing. If you tilt your head sideways, see? It's chopping. It's just angular chopping. The mo roll's starting to fall apart here too. That's the other thing I'm looking at is we're not. I at least had a couple greens on my side. There were 3 of them back here on the ninja one. Yeah, because it had averaged that into green. It had smoothed it. It could keep going. It's just getting riskier and riskier to have an entry up here. I like that entry in the 70s, not that entry in the 80s. Oh, it's gonna go without me though. Annoying now. Up chop waiting for the flop. There you go. We got a little, we're rapping now. We got a little market rap. Up chop waiting for the flop. It's still trying to go. Right now I just want 95 for my personal satisfaction, even if I'm not in there. Are y'all with me on that? Do you do that too? It's like for my personal satisfaction, even though I'm not in it, let's do it. It looks like a rising wedge bear flag. Monty, you think this is a bear flag? I called this guy a flag back here, a bull flag. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it... we'll get into technicals, like looking at the wedges and things, but it is kind of doing that, because if I copy this one up... It is kind of in this little channel. That's basically what I was scalping. It's just like when it gets to the bottom of the channel, buy something, just take it for 5 points. And I was trying to leave a runner in case it broke out, but I've been having trouble with my runners getting eaten up here. Because I'm not giving shit back. I've been using my bracket that trails real close. Like as soon as I hit, what is it? It's just when it hits a few points, it trails. So it trails at 40 ES ticks. Super scalping. Yes, I liked this little flaggy guy down here. I played this little flaggy guy. I played it like shit. I executed it like shit. But I did play this little flaggy guy. And then I've been playing the bounces in this channel. It's kind of an ugly channel, but you see how this is getting sloppier and sloppier? This is showing me the momentum on multiple time frames, and the momentum on multiple time frames is getting sloppier and sloppier, which means it's getting harder and harder to sustain this. I still think it's going to go up there because this little channel can just go right on up there, right? But I don't want to re-enter. Do you recommend the expert choice on my funded futures? I'm doing one of the fancier accounts right now. I'll tell you which one. I don't want to tell you wrong. I'm gonna go look it up and make sure. But so they on my funded futures they have one that's basically equivalent to what you would find anywhere else, and that's the regular. What is it called? The starter plus. And then they've got, so basically the more you pay for an eval with my funded futures, you're buying yourself better rules basically. So I'm trying the eval to live. These are new, so I wanted to try one of these new things. So I only have $1,500 of trailing drawdown, but it's end of day drawdown, and that works with my 4 ES micros. But that one does cost more, so I've paid more to get rid of some of the rules because that one goes straight to live. So once it passes, it's live. And then like the starter plus is really similar to what kind of everybody else has. It is confusing how they have all these different. So you'll notice like the starter plus, you can't take as many contracts. That doesn't matter to me because I'm not going to be maxing out. I don't want to take 3 minis or 5 minis or anything like that in a 50K account. So that's why like the max position doesn't matter to me. Just kind of a personal choice. I need to go through, and this is one of my projects right now. I need to go through and really do a comparison of all these different things. That's my complaint about my funded futures right now is there's like, you get analysis paralysis looking at all their different account offerings. Oh no, Monty, you blew your account on Trade-A-Bait, went to Thinkorswim and made $2 grand in 5 minutes. That's crazy. But I wouldn't blame it on the broker because Thinkorswim is not a direct access broker. So they do the same thing as Robinhood. They're routing through, I don't know if it's Citadel, but they're routing through one of the exchanges. So technically they're a lower quality broker, but you might be getting along better with their platform. So that's what I was saying. Like I did not get along with the Thinkorswim platform, and I was mostly trading options, but not for me. It was clunky. It was slow. It didn't work well on my computer. And I know people use it, but that doesn't mean I should use it. But I get along really well with NinjaTrader because I love all the little automations. But at the same time, I appreciate that that's not for everybody too. I know a lot of traders don't want all these little complications that I use. And that's why I recommend Trade-A-Bait to them, because I think it's everything that Trade-A-Bait or that NinjaTrader is not. It's simple and yeah, there you go, Mike. You're allowed to like Thinkorswim when I don't. I was having terrible options fills. I really was. Like the fills that I was getting on like Tesla and Apple, just the big tech options on Thinkorswim compared to when I started trading it on Interactive Brokers was night and day. But I was also having software issues on my computer with it. So, because it is my opinion, and it's not totally my opinion, this is actually kind of an objective fact too. Thinkorswim will never run as well on a Mac as it will on a PC. And it's because of the way the software is written and the hardware that comes on a PC versus the hardware that comes on a Mac. It will never be the same. And now I'm trading NinjaTrader on a PC, but I do have Thinkorswim on there too. Money, you got Trade-A-Bait, Ninja. Yeah. I lost my chat again. It's too many windows. Yeah, Trade-A-Bait Ninja's been the same for a while, and now we've got Kraken. So Kraken's under that same umbrella now. Oh my gosh. Okay, I pulled my whole chat out so I don't lose it again. Fidelity has great fills, but their software is the worst ever. I've heard that. We have Fidelity accounts, but I don't trade them. I'm using a Mac and I remote desktop into a PC that's also on my desk. I use remote desktop so that um, my monitors are all on one system. Yeah, so here it is falling apart up here. And this is a messy chart right now because I've got kind of all my indicators on it, but I want to show you my Ninja. I want to get a good streaming screen for Ninja. I just haven't done it yet, but this is messy. I don't like it. I wanted to show you how the mill roll's working on Ninja though. It's the same math, it's the same calculation, but the way that I do it on NinjaTrader, like the method that I'm using to pull the numbers for the equation is technically different, and it ends up making it a little bit smoother. I like it. So I don't know why these are easier for me to see on NinjaTrader, but this is what I've been watching. Is like we had 4 out of 5 until we started getting up into the 60 area. And then when we got up into 75, we had even less. And they just haven't been able to, the rollers haven't been able to hold together. So right now we've got all 5 time frames trying to move lower, which it can do on a walk up. The other way I look at this is we've not been below the 0 line on the Mo rolls yet. The 1 minute's trying to do it, but it has not held there. And so this is bullish. This is not bearish. And so it's not looking for a short at all. And at the same time, we're up here at the UVL on both the NASDAQ and the ES. So this is another sign that we're kind of looking bullishly. It's just the entries were back here at worst, right? The 75 level that I keep talking about was kind of like the last opportunity to get long. We just don't have a good entry up here. But you know what happens is we had the whole market like, oh, it's tariff day, so the bottom's going to fall out. Who was on here the other day? It's 1929 again, right? Like, no, it's not 1929. It's 2025. Like, shit can happen, but it's going to be different shit, right? So even though it's tariff day, like the market's been working on this move lower for a while, so it makes sense to kind of counter that, right? Kind of counter that energy. But this is kind of that time of day too when the market tends to kind of fade the morning move if it's going to. So that's why I'm not really itching to fade this here, because we've got all of these things that have been bullish all day. But we could potentially get a scalp back down through here. So right now we're at the UVL again. So if you play this, it's a counter trend play. So I know that at least in the Trading Ranch group, we've got a lot of people trying to trade as well as some of the greatest traders that come in and are posting these great profits every single day. They're not going to trade towards the IP or towards the DVL, which is a fancy way of saying the main moving average if you're a fire lines trader. And we're above my VWAPs too, so everything is bullish. That's why you don't want to try to fade this back into those medians. You can, but it's not the easy trade. So do you want to take the harder trade or the easy trade? I don't know. I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to take the hard trade. I want to take the easy trade. So that's the way I look at that, why I'm not itching to trade here. So the long, this could potentially set up another long, but the long is getting a little bit tired. So I want to be careful with that right now. So there's a reason to be careful in general right now. If we end up coming back down here and retesting and setting up for a new long, there we go. So where does that put us? VWAP is at 60. The IP is at around 50. It's a little bit above 50, isn't it? 53. I was expecting the magic levels to be on over here. So there we go. Well, y'all, I think I probably am going to head out here just a little bit. I have time to hang out though if y'all wanted to chat and ask questions for a little bit. But I'm going to get back to, I have so many little tasks to do. It's partly because I've launched my indicators to share. Well, we did the soft launch. The real launch, I'm trying to figure out the date. I'm going for June right now when I get the rest of everything out. But since it's me doing 90% of everything, I like to be realistic. It's my fault too. I hired a web developer and he was being too slow and not doing things to my standards. So now I'm my web developer again. But I did get the Mo roll info up. I'm going to post it in chat so someone can go appreciate. The CSS on the page is messed up. So that's the styling. Like the fonts are messed up. I was battling with it. I'm having an issue with my fonts right now. But other than that, all the information is up there. So I've got my first page done that has all of the little nuances and information of how the Mo roll works. So where's the guy that sent me the nasty email about how I'm a idiot because I didn't have a manual, so I'm a faker. I was working on this the whole time, dude. I was working on this the whole time. So here we are. It's there. It is live. I'm also going to send y'all the link to the Discord just in case I haven't grabbed a couple of y'all. I love it when y'all actually participate in there. I think it gets intimidating because it's a bigger group, but it's not a huge group. It's like a medium-sized group of pretty chill people. So only a couple of them bite. Who do we have that bite, Hunter? I bite sometimes, but they're love bites. This thing is just chopping up here. Really, if I put the market in a box, you'd see exactly where the box would go. I don't bite too hard unless you want me to. Just kidding. It's trying to keep the walk up going. It's trying to do it without me. I'm watching the VIX too. I mean, it's just this chart is all messed up right now. There we go. That's the way. I don't really know what eggplant squirt is in this exact context, but that is the vibe, right? Oh man, it's trying to break up again. Stop me out and now they're gonna go. Those bastards. Those freaking bastards. Hang on, I'm doing something. Come on. Gimme. All right. Trimming. Yeah, push. I couldn't help myself. I'm done, but I'm not. Oh, crap. Look at it go. I couldn't let it do it without me. All right, I trimmed another one there. Come on. All right, now I just have a runner. Whew! Last little... Oh, that was not bad. Last little pump to end the stream. Just complete me. Complete me at 95. Everyone likes some completion, right, Hunter? We need completion. Let's get everyone satisfied here. I can be hard to satisfy. But let's do it today. Push, push, push. Do not come back down because I don't want you to. Get 95. Just get it. I can't believe I hopped back in this. Cannot believe it. You guys are a bad influence on me. Just kidding. Push, 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 push. Do the thing. Do the stinking thing. 95 is the spot and you know it. It's the spot because I said so. Not really. It's because the market said so. The market said 95 is the spot. Come on. Go, go, go. We got bonds coming down. We got VIX coming down. We got the dollar bear flagging. Just a little pop up to 95. Then you can do whatever you want to. Just a little poppy poo. Feed me. Come on. Oh, it is so close. Come on. Okay, 94.50 is my spot, but 95 is my spot. You know what I mean. 94.50, I'm done. But 95 completes me. I didn't realize I was showing all this. Come on. You whore. I was looking at this one too. 95. Alive. Completes me. You whore. What happened to my jams? I'm singing to myself now because my music stopped. There it is. There it is. And my music's too loud. We out. I didn't even mean to share that totally irresponsible trade with y'all just then. This is what I'm saying. I turn on this ninja chart and then I forget I still have my ninja chart on. Okay. That is it. I'm going to be pushing my luck to keep pushing this thing. This could go into full-on short squeeze mode now. We're above all the spots. But I got the easy trade. Easy trade complete. Yep, that's the morning. All right. Well, okay, I got y'all the link for my new pretty Mo roll page. You just have to tell me that it looks pretty. That's all. And then you got the Trading Ranch Discord link. Y'all are always chatting in here instead of in Discord when I'm on. That's fine. What a push, though. We were all the way down at 56.10. We're 90 points higher. 90 points, y'all. They said it couldn't be done. These will be the greatest tariffs. The greatest tariffs ever. The greatest tariffs. Ooh, look at VIX coming down. Oh, it's torturing me. Y'all, it's doing the thing where it's like, hey, Barbie. You know what time it is? It's time to end the stream. Just kidding. Okay, I just had a news. U.S. Trump has told his inner circle, including members of his cabinet, that Elon Musk will be stepping back in the coming weeks from his current role as governing partner. That's just from Politico, by the way. That was probably that pump. Not even kidding. Y'all are a bunch of haters. Bunch of haters. That is what this pump is, though. Dude is kind of a wee bit of a distraction. I do think that's what that pump was. The Wednesday White House meeting is meant to be less of a debate on how to proceed and more of a final check-in to make sure all the parties are on the same page. That's not interesting. U.S. Commerce Department revises aluminum duties to add beer and empty aluminum cans. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at this little flag break too. It was the same. First, the FIBWIT and the flag breaks a lot of times are the same trade. When they are, I like them extra. We tagged into 5,700. This is almost a 100-point move. Like, that is actually kind of crazy. 5740, anything's possible. You got something riding on 5740 though. Zoom out to the daily real quick. You're looking for the top of that candle, huh? That would be a break. I would probably be more likely for like after market, if the market's gonna come up after market. Because you're looking for a break of this guy here, which would be around 25. But that puts us into that area I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you were on the stream or not, but I was looking at this area up here to kind of be, we have the daily 21 EMA about to kind of line up with this trend line. So this is going to be an ideal spot for the market to reject or break up here. So that 40 is a good target. I don't know about today or not, because it would mean breaking. If you wait till tomorrow, it's not a break to get up there. Do you see how that works? Like, today it would be breaking this flag, tomorrow it wouldn't be. That's the way I try to look at it. Because I'm always looking at the potential for how the shapes could fill out. Sounds like you might have some options. Speaking of options, how are we doing in the options? My options are not happy either. I feel ya. I haven't entered anything new recently. I would like to, but it's kind of that same thing that I was showing you. I'd rather wait until we're kind of at that spot. Like this is the spot to place your options bets. Down here, up here also, but also in the middle. I made so much money off of this EMA one summer. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show you what I was doing. I just kind of watch. So if I set up this chart and I've got the 21 and I've got the 2 and 3 ATR Keltners and just a few basic EMAs, or they're not all EMAs. This is the only one that's an EMA. It could be an SMA, but they're all moving averages. And I'm literally just looking for the pattern of what the market is currently doing. So there was one summer in here. I bet it would be this one. See, it was the one before that, 2023. I remember this because I was traveling and I just kept hitting the same thing over and over and over again. We're almost there. There it is. It was this summer here. Every single time, starting in June, because I kind of noticed that the market was coming down to the EMA, but not really getting into the lower Keltners. So then I just started buying this EMA. So I bought that EMA. I don't know if I bought it in May. I know I bought it, or this one here. I know I bought this one because then I know I bought this one. And then I bought this one. And then I bought this one. Every time it touched the EMA down here, I would buy call options. And of course, at this point, then it fell apart. So once this one failed, then that party was over and I was kind of watching for the next one. But that's how I use this chart, is I'm always just kind of looking for what current pattern we're in relation to all these things. So like here's last year. Last year was the same thing. You could just buy this EMA, buy it and then sell it in the Keltners, buy it at the 21, sell it in the Keltners until it didn't work. But that whole situation has not fully set up here. So, I mean, we are kind of working on this downward pattern. I didn't sell this. I could have, but I didn't, because that is kind of the pattern that we're setting up. Now we're setting up to just sell the 21. So if we get up here to this one, I can look to sell it. I could even do a straddle, like an option straddle, where you sell, well, you can buy a put and buy a call and try to get more than 100% out of them, which can happen. Okay, great fib went off the UVL. Is there another one that just happened? Are you on ES? How many Keltner channels do you use? I just use the 2. So this is programmed into, wait, I lost it. This is programmed into a thing that I just call Barbie's Toolbox. And I had it for free in the indicator library, but TradingView took it down because it's not original enough. So you can't, I guess you have to build it yourself. But these are the Keltner channels. This is a 2 ATR Keltner and a 3 ATR Keltner. And I turned off the middle line because I would rather use this EMA, but you can use the middle line of the Keltners if you like. I got trained off of this 21 when I was a little baby beginner trader, and I just still use it. But you could absolutely use any sort of median. And then I take off the bands, or it has like a fill. So I take all that off just to keep it real clean. And then these other EMAs, so this is the 21, and then I keep the 50 and the 200 on here. Basically, I'm trying to watch what the big guys are watching, and the big guys either watch the 20 or the 21, but they are definitely watching the 50 and the 200 too, because all of those macro plays are going to be made off of that. So we had, right now we're still technically, we haven't had a cross of these yet. So that's another thing that people will be watching for here. So right now we have the 50, which is the blue one, over the 200, which is the purple one. And that's a bullish sequence if you have the smaller one on top of the larger one, because that means that we're in an uptrend. If that flips, if we have a cross here, then that's going to be another confirmation for a short here. So there's a few different ways to look at that. And this is the kind of thing that I try to teach people, you know, just start watching one thing at a time. So either focus on the EMAs or on the Keltners. And then once you get really, really good at seeing whatever pattern or skill you're looking for in there, then you can add that other layer on there. But let's see if this has, I don't even work on this anymore. And I have all this stuff turned off because that's like for day trading. I don't even really use those, but this is what I have turned on there. I also have the 800s, but they're not even on the screen right now. And then VWAP is not useful on a daily chart. And then you can't see the settings for these, but they are the 2 ATR and 3 ATR. So this, I called this my toolbox because these are all the little things that I would potentially want to throw onto a chart, and then I can just turn them on and off for that particular chart. So on the daily, that's the way I chill with it. Did we make a new high? Look at this thing go. We're back at 5,700. Making my 95 look like paper hands. That 95 was not paper hands when we were down here, was it? The market is looking a little spunky. We'll see how that goes later. We'll see at 4 o'clock if the market's still feeling this spunky. I kind of want to stream then, but that's also kind of an awkward time for me. So we'll see. Maybe we'll just go into Discord. They're a little bit more casual. So, yeah. I was just kind of catching up in chat. Everyone was kind of looking this. So we had a fiblet at the UVL, huh? Very nice. I was not being a very responsible Firelines trade this morning. I was really watching for these little breaks and things, but a lot of the times the Firelines trades are the same as these little breaks. I try to pay attention to that because if we have 2 plays in one, ooh, I love it. I love a twofer. Who doesn't love a twofer? VIX is still just moving down and down and down. Let me show you this one. This is what has just been keeping me long all day today too. Because this is today. This is, it gapped down and then it has not moved up. And you'd expect VIX to be a little hot around tariff news. Over 20 is decently hot. So we'll see if that climbs back up. Because didn't we hit, let's see, we hit like, yeah, 65 in August. But I was thinking of this one over here. We hit 29. I couldn't remember if it was 28 or 29. So that's what we hit recently. Got a little flag on the US dollar here too. We're the forex traders. Is that lining up nicely underneath of the pairs? I don't know. I'm green on the day. I'm green on tariff day. I'll be honest with y'all. I was a little bit nervous coming into the trading day with it being tariff day. This old bunner candle here didn't make me hold on to that fear for very long though. All right. On that note, we got to see if we get our so Nicholas wants 57.40. We'll see if we get that today, if we keep holding out for that. I mean, we could get it. You never know. You know Trump wants the market up, but he also wants it down. So here's the complicated thing. I know that my tune's just turned off again. We know that Trump and the Fed are kind of at each other a little bit. And this hasn't been in the headlines, but if you kind of read between the lines, if you look really carefully at the Trump comments after the Fed comments, I don't think that Trump thinks that Trump is the idiot in that situation. But the lower the markets get, the easier the Fed's job is. So, man, look at the VIX just keep moving down here. Trying to tempt me. But we'll see. I do think it's the comments that Powell makes too, because he's kind of like he's made some comments to the effect of, it doesn't matter what Trump says, I'm going to do Fed things that have nothing to do with what Trump wants, which is what he should do. But I do think there's been a little bit of a pissing contest there. The lower the market is, the easier it is for the Fed to do their thing. You got to grab this. You're going to grab this pullback. What is up, K-Pack? I've missed you, K-Pack. I'm not in on this pullback. I've been talking about how I'm just like full on bullish brain now. I'd come to the market not knowing what I was going to do this morning, and now I've gotten in full bullish brain. We've got to get the VIX turned around. If the VIX can start breaking back over, then I might look for some shorts. But I'm green on tariff day after some longs. They even saw me get into an irresponsible long. Upper target 57 20. Yeah, I was just looking at that spot. That was kind of where this limit on this trend line guy is up here. So that's a good target. But I was very tempted. I'm not gonna lie. My hand was hovering over the buy button. But I've taken a lot of trades already today. Let's see. One. Well, that was one, even though it looks like three because I got stopped. It's 5 trades. 5 trades, and I was coming in light today because of it being tariff day. So much for that. Yeah, we're looking at the 5740 up there too, but I was saying it kind of looks better for me to get that one another day. Like if it wasn't tariff day, then I would just kind of expect us to kind of keep filling out this pattern on the daily. Just keep filling that sucker out, maybe pop back down, go up to 40 and keep working. But this is kind of that spot. 40 to 50 is that spot where I'm watching for a broader market something. Yep. Well, now K-Pac's here and I'm still gonna leave. Sorry, K-Pac. But I'm streaming more, so I'll catch you again. Yeah, I might be done for the day. Here comes that ugly little thing that I was worried about. This is when stuff just gets a little bit uglier and I don't have as much room on my stops, and then I get annoyed with myself. What's up, Bear? Oh, you've just been adding. I was in and out. Good for you for holding. I've been in and out. I got rid of my lines. I'm going to turn these lines off for a second here. Because what I was playing... well, I played this little break here. I played this guy. That was the one I executed like trash. And then I was just buying this. And we kind of dipped below it there. But I bought one of these. I bought another one of these. I just kept buying this. I did do an ad up here. That's why I was saying, oh, that one's one trade. Because I did an ad somewhere up here. I don't even remember which one. Oh, it was when I was going for 75. I think I added in here. But yeah, that has been kind of the stupid easy play today, is just buy when we get down towards that trend line and then sell when we get on the other side of it. Falling apart a little bit though. I think the easy trade is gone. I like that ad though. I was trying to practice my adding the other day because sometimes I get stuck in a trade or actually what'll happen is if I have multiple targets, I'll have it hit one target and then it'll stop out the next. If I have 3 targets, it'll hit the first target, come back and stop out the next one. And I'm like, but that play's still good. And so I might still have one runner still going and I'll add back onto that one. So I've been playing it that way, but I've been trying to not get in the mindset of I'm already in a trade. I can't go into a trade because it's like, yeah, if we pull back and it's still good, we can add. Leaving liquidity is good. Now it's time for shorts. I was looking for liquidity first around 75 and then around 95. So I guess this could kind of be some 95 liquidity. I don't know if they're going to want to do too much though. I think everyone's kind of just... By now, you've got to really finish getting your bets placed if you're betting on this, or getting out of the way if you're getting out of the way. Oh, I just missed another. Boba's typing in the Firelands chat. Boba, you're finding all kinds of stuff. But we're getting into that spot since I've just been, ever since we made this break and started holding the 50 level, just really got me bullish. I just can't short this stuff, and I think I'm satisfied. That's what we're working on. I need to be satisfied at 95. We got it. We have achieved satisfaction. Yeah, Bo was feeling me too. It's like a little scary to take the shorts after you've been longing this all day. I'll take these guys back off of here so I don't leave my charts messy. All right. Yeah, I think the easy trade is over for now. So I'm going to end the stream here. But I will continue the conversation with those of y'all that keep chatting with me in Discord, and I will be back hopefully tomorrow. I was planning on trying for tomorrow. As long as it doesn't end up like yesterday. Yesterday was a cluster. And I guess there's talk of moving our thing on the Fireside Fridays. So we'll probably do that. Smash that like, people. Boba is right. I gotta get better at saying that, don't I? Smash that like. You know what I was thinking? I was looking around at some of this YouTube-y stuff because I try to pay attention. But it seems like once my channel gets to around 10K is when some stuff kind of starts to open. So we got to get my channel up to 10,000 subscribers. We're definitely on task to do that this year. Maybe we can get it done this summer. Bears everywhere. But yeah, I've had some cool opportunities coming from a few different places that I'm pretty excited about because I think it benefits the whole community when I'm able to bring different companies together for traders. So that stuff kind of starts happening the more the channel grows. So thanks for helping me with that, y'all. I got some of my greatest fans in here. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I guess I do have to pay attention to some of the YouTube things and play some of the YouTube game to get us there. But alrighty, I will see y'all tomorrow or soon or later today if you're a chatter. And stay safe on tariff day, y'all. Don't get eaten up on tariff day. All right, love y'all.